Alright, I don't know if you guys can see me. Okay, now you can. The lights are on. Anyway, I'm out here on the street. Well, I'm in here in Istanbul. I'm about to be out here in about 30 seconds. Anyway, so today I have two missions. Number one is I want to go to the pharmacy. I need to pick something up. And number two, I want to go and get something that's called Et Pide from one of my favorite restaurants. Well, at least my favorite restaurant that serves Et Pide. A lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on my restaurant choice. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe you guys have been there too. Maybe you guys like it. Anyway, that's the mission for today. So the first step is taking a dolmuş. It's kind of what do you call it? Dolmuş is kind of like a minibus. You gotta pay cash, and then you just go. And you can tell it when to stop, and it'll stop and drop you off. I hope I'm audible right now because there's a lot of traffic. Anyway, that's the first step. So I'm about to go and do that, and I'll try and show you guys that. I apologize that this is all over the place ahead of time. I'm super nervous. I haven't done this in a while. And I tried something like this in Germany a couple years back, just walking around and vlogging. But Germany's recruit difficulty is super easy because I was in a really small town. But here it's super busy, so it's going to be a bit complicated. Anyway, these over here are the dolmuş. So probably not going to be able to record the experience on the dolmuş, but you just get in and then pay, and then you just go from there. Bu dolmuş Kadıköy'e gelecek. Okay. 5 lira? Okay. Okay, y'all. I'm off the dolmuş now. If any of you guys get car sick or anything like that, sit in the front, because between the traffic and the random people crossing the street at any given time, oh, it's so hard. I was so close to puking there, but anyway, I made it off. Now I'm going to the ferry, and I'm catching the ferry from here to the European side. I'm on the Asian side right now, so I'm heading over to the European side. It's gonna drop me off at an area called Beşiktaş. So alright, so I have to wear my mask again now because I'm entering public transportation. So this is the actual ferry itself here, if you guys can hear me. So I don't know if I can actually record on here, so I'm gonna have to turn this off in a second, but I'm just gonna walk in. Alright, so the ferry itself is nothing special. I'll just try and do a quick little loop. So if I aim outside, I don't know if that's visible, that's what it looks like outside. And then this is the actual ferry itself. I don't know, nothing really special. The seats are really comfortable though, I gotta say that. But anyway, this ride from Kadıköy to Beşiktaş, which is where I said I was going, that takes about 20 to 25 minutes. So normally while I'm here, I'd be reading or listening to a podcast, a German podcast, so that's what I'm going to be doing for the next little bit. But I'll start recording again once I actually arrive in Beşiktaş. Alright y'all, this is the other side. This is the European side. This is what it looks like on the outside. Is everybody leaving? Alright, I wanted to wait until everyone was mostly gone so that I wouldn't accidentally record too many people. But anyway, I'm heading off now too. Alright, these are the first sites of the European side or whatever. If any of you guys ever walk here when it's raining, you gotta watch out because it's super... And there we go, I almost slipped right there. Super slippery. Super slippery here, especially when it rains. If I had $1 for every time I almost fell when I was walking here, including that time there, I'd actually have quite a bit of money now. So it's kind of a cool area. We got the canyons on deck. To be honest, I mean, that part's kind of interesting, I guess, but no, I'm trying to make sure I don't bump into people. And it appears that they've changed this up a bit. I haven't been here in a while. It's been like 2 weeks or a week and a half, and this definitely was not here before. Got some more dolmuşes on deck. Okay. So it appears that this is some kind of market over here or something like that. Not really sure. I kind of want to check it out, but I don't much time because I'm kind of running late. But whatever this is, it looks pretty cool. They got hats and everything. It's looking kind of cool. Seems like there's food. They got music over here. This is the other side. Normally when I'm taking the ferry over there, this is where I would go. This is where I go from. This is the ferry terminal over here. Anyway, so this place behind me, Straßengang, is a German place. Well, it's a Turkish place, but they offer German style food and everything. Burgers are actually amazing in there. I had a hot dog too, so I recommend that. When you guys roll through here. I'm about to pass this place over here. It's super crowded, normally at least. Normally there's a lineup. There's a similar thing on the other side. This place has really good kokoreç. Actually, the first time I came here, the first time I had kokoreç in the city was here. It was really good. It's just, I recommend that if you guys have kokoreç, that you have it without salt. I mean, that's just my personal preference. Everyone's different, but just for me, I don't know, I had it with salt the first time. With salt, I mean, sorry. That's my lisp. I had it with salt, and I genuinely didn't like it. And I thought that that was just kokoreç and salt that I didn't like, but that's actually not true. It was just a salt. So I tried it again with salt a couple days later, and ended up being pretty good. So yeah, I don't know. I had a couple other friends that aren't Turkish that have come here, and I brought them to try kokoreç with me, and I told them to try it without salt, and they all seem to prefer it without salt. So yeah. Also, but I guess I should explain why I'm even doing this vlog. So I noticed that over the course of the pandemic, I started to you know, kind of recede back into my comfort zone. And because, you know, we were also isolated and I was isolated, I didn't really have very many opportunities to push my comfort zone. And if you've read my blog, you'll know about how I talk about the whole comfort circle thing. It's kind of like a metaphorical circle that exists around you at any moment. And the more you push your comfort zone, the more it expands. The less you push your comfort zone, the more it recedes. So that's kind of what happened to me. I used to push my comfort zone quite a bit before the pandemic started, and you know, just being inside and everything for so long, it really caused me to become shy again, just like I was when I was younger. So I decided to come out here and, you know, push my comfort zone and just record. Because, I don't know, the idea of doing this actually really scares me. When I first started doing this, my hands were shaking. Actually, my legs were shaking too. You guys could probably hear at the beginning, when I tried to speak Turkish at the beginning, to the dolmetscher, asking him how much everything was going to cost. I was super nervous. Hope you guys can hear me over all the transport and everything. Anyway, I was super nervous. I couldn't even get the words out. And I was shaking the whole time on the actual dolmetsch itself. Now that I'm here, I feel better though. I mean, it feels a bit more normal. I still feel kind of scared, but that's the whole point of me doing this, is because it scared me. So I wanted to push my comfort zone, you know, just to do something that would make me feel real fear, but in a controlled environment. So now I'm out here doing this just because this is something that makes me feel super, super uncomfortable. So I'm just doing it. And then as I've seen myself today, just by doing it for a little bit, I've started to feel more comfortable already. So like I said, when I first walked out, I was shaking. At this point, I mean, I still don't feel the most comfortable, but I feel better. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it for now because there's not gonna be anything interesting for the next little while. I mean, we do have the Christmas lights and everything behind me, but other than that, there's nothing cool. So I'll start recording again once I get near the restaurant that I'm trying to go to. Okay, abracadabra. I'm in a part of the city called Ortak right now. I actually really dig this area. It's really cool. This is the area that I was talking about in the last video where you can get the really good potatoes. So I got to cross the street. It's always kind of risky. Got to just kind of go and hope I don't get hit. Alright, so I'm gonna go walk down this little street now. There are a bunch of little shops and everything all around me. Pretty much just a regular street, I guess. to be honest. But I don't know, the little shops and everything are cute. I've never actually bought anything before here, but the area that I'm trying to actually go through is the area where they have the really good potatoes. So I haven't actually been here in a while, despite the fact that I actually used to live here when I first arrived. So I've kind of lost my way. I never really came down this street, but I'm gonna try and walk through that potato place. I'm not actually gonna buy a potato because, as you guys know, I'm here to get the what do you call it, the kebab, or the Et Pide. Alright, so this is actually the area that I was trying to find. It's normally a lot more, it's normally a lot busier in the summer, but I mean, still pretty busy now. What I like about this area is when you walk through, you have everyone calling your name and trying to get your attention and trying to get you to come to their specific stand to buy the potatoes. There's actually one I like a lot. I'll have to swing by there later on, but there's one specific stand I like a lot, and I always go to that specific one whenever I'm trying to get those potatoes. I don't know, I've had these potatoes in a few different parts of the city, but that one specific area seems to have the best potatoes. Okay, I'm crossing the last street on the way to the restaurant. It's over there, Taksim Burger, if this shows up, letting this bus go by. Okay, so really quickly before I go in, the reason I like this specific restaurant is because everyone's super nice in here, and they're super inviting and friendly, and some of them even knew me by name because I used to come here very often back when I lived in this area. So going to cross over, hope I don't get hit, and then gonna get some Et Pide if I'm allowed to film on the inside. We're about to find out in 1 second. Merhabalar. Bugün ben bir YouTube video yapmak istiyorum. Yapabilir miyim? İnsanlar çekmek istemiyorum. Sadece
Merhaba.
yemek. Oh.
Nasılsınız?
Çekecek
YouTube. Yeah, YouTube.
Keserken mi?
Is that okay? YouTube?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. This is the beef here. It's absolutely delicious.
مش مشكلة مش مشكلة. أتكلم عربي كمان شوية.
السلام عليكم. كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله. أهلا وسهلا.
وأنت بخير؟
أنا بخير وأنت بخير إن شاء الله.
أيوة أنا بخير. اليوم أنا بدي بيدي لحم.
شكرا عيونك.
So I just ordered. Everyone's super friendly here, and I always get to speak a lot of languages whenever I come, which is super cool. So I'm getting an Et Pide, which is actually amazing. So it's pretty much bread, beef. By the way, to all the Turkish people watching, I apologize if I butcher the ingredients or the names of anything. Anyway, so there's beef, bread, tomatoes, fries. It's always really juicy, especially here. There's a reason I come to this specific one, because the food is always amazing whenever I come here. We also have something over here. I always forget the name of this, but it's kind of a wet burger. It's also really, really good. Yeah, I always like to get that at night. Sadece bir tane Et Pide lütfen. Okay, so I'm going to cut this for right now and I'll start recording again. Okay. So he's going to let me actually record the process, which is super cool. Okay. So first he has to sharpen the knife, as y'all can see. This guy is a master. I always love coming here. As you guys can see, it's freshly cooked. It's looking super, super juicy. I've had this in a bunch of other places, but it always seems to be dry. But here it's always on point, which is why I always come back. Now he's just loading up the beef onto the into the bread, or into the bun, I guess I should say. And for anybody who wants to come, it's called Taksim Burger. I highly, highly recommend this. Really, really good food. I highly recommend this. And no, I'm not sponsored. I just actually really like it. Okay.
Ketchup mayonnaise?
İstemiyorum.
İstemiyorum.
And then it gets tossed on there and then they fry it.
Afiyet olsun.
Çok teşekkürler. Ve çok teşekkürler. Benim arkadaşlarım her gün ne demek konuşuyorum. Burada çok iyi et pide var. Evet, evet.
Teşekkür ederim.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna pay and then I'll be heading out to actually go eat. So
Abi çekmiyor fişi ne yapacağım?
Yani ödülünü mü?
Bir daha temas limit yok diyor.
bir tane et pide ve bir tane içecek. Yok aslında iki tane içecek istiyorum. Okay, evet iki tane içecek.
Bu
Bir tane
pide.
turniket.
Evet, 848.
Kredi kartı ödeme yapabilirim. Teşekkürler.
Bundan ikram ederim. Dans ruhun da olsun. O senin feda olsun. O çift ayrı yapılıyor. Bundan istiyorsan vallahi sıkıntı yok.
Çok teşekkürler.
Yani ben seni kırar mıyım? Kırar olsun.
Okay.
Beni çektin mi? Beni çektin mi?
İstiyor musunuz?
Tabii.
Okay.
Beraber çekelim. Böyle ikimiz beraber çekelim şöyle.
Merhabalar.
Merhabalar. Nasılsınız? Siz nerelisiniz?
Ben Kanadalıyım.
Ben de Rizeliyim. Rizeli. Yavlakoz'danım.
Cizle bu nerede?
Rize, Türkiye.
Bu Türkiye'de.
Türkiye, Rize, Büyükköy.
Büyükköy.
Evet. Evet.
Okay. Çok teşekkürler.
Bir dakika.
Ama ben YouTube video yapıyorum.
YouTube, tamam.
İyi mi?
Çok güzel.
Okay.
Hiç fark etmez. Şimdi biz de seni bir şöyle yapalım. Beraber.
We're taking a photo now.
Okay, güzel.
Okay, çok teşekkürler.
Böyle.
Okay, herkese,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Herkese iyi akşamlar. Ben ne demek? Sizler görmek çok heyecanlıyım.
Herkese teşekkür ederim.
Evet.
Teşekkür ederim.
Evet. Ne demek? Evet.
Ne demek istedim?
Ama YouTube iyi mi? Yok, hayır ben YouTube
Çok
video.
güzel YouTube.
Okay, çok teşekkürler.
Selam.
Okay, Okay, so I hope this ends up showing up on camera. This is the actual like opening and everything. So this is what it looks like once again. So as y'all can see, exactly what we just saw in the video a little bit earlier. They also give you some spicy peppers and also some pickles. I always eat it with the spicy pepper and pickles. I find it tastes a lot better. I don't know, I like spicy food. It's not too spicy. And then I hope I'm focused and lined up here. And then so just gonna record the first bite, which I'm sure is gonna be good as always. Okay, so it's amazing as always. Unfortunately, I bit right into the entire pepper, so that's pretty spicy, but other than that, it's pretty good. It's always good as always. So I'm just gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna get back to walking. Okay, I finished eating now. I'm just bouncing. I'm heading to where I was actually planning to go. I'm gonna cut it off here, just because the main goal of the video was just to, show that food because I really like it. Number two was to push my comfort zone, because as I probably mentioned, I don't know how many times during the course of this video, but at the beginning I was terrified, but now I feel pretty calm. So, I mean, I hope this ended up turning out, interesting, but the goal of this was not necessarily for it to be interesting. The main goal was just for me to push my comfort zone, so I've achieved that goal. So now, I guess I'm gonna cut it off, and I mean, if any of you have made it this far, and you guys actually like this, whether it's for the content or, I don't know, witnessing someone attempting to push their comfort zone, just drop a comment, let me know, and then I'll try and do more. I mean, I'm planning to do more anyway, because I want to keep pushing my comfort zone, because I know the second I stop, I'm gonna get shy again. So I'm gonna keep doing this. But if you guys actually enjoy this, I'll try and check out, you know, maybe I'll try and check out some interesting places instead of just, you know, just kind of walking around. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you actually like the video. If you didn't like it, I'm not offended, but I'm just gonna cut it up there. So anyway, see y'all next time.